Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live. I am Teresa. Thank you for clicking into this live. If you're watching the playback, please go ahead and watch the playback and leave me your comments about how do you deal with loss, whether it's your dog, your cat, your family member, your loved one, um, just people getting killed on the streets nowadays. What are you guys doing to make sure you're living your life healthy and moving forward with a clear mind? I know that's really big for me because I've lost my mother about a year and a half ago and my dad in 2013. So I've learned how to move forward and just keep them in my heart and in my spirit. But I'm just curious to see how everybody else is doing that and if it's working, or are you still having a really, really hard time? And if so, maybe that's something we can talk about. That's why I clicked on. I'm not going to be on that long, but I thought it was something that maybe we could talk about together. Share tips on how you do it, and let's just see what we come up with. So if you're not subscribed to me, please go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you as a part of the family. Leave me a comment. I'll return the love, but I also would love to see what you have to say. All my information is in the description box below. And you can also follow me on Instagram if you would like to. This is a live, so I'm going to wait for some people to come in. We're going to chop it up a little bit. It's not to make people sad. It's really just giving each other encouragement, uplifting, um, ways to handle it, things like that. So it's a really helpful conversation, but also needs to be had sometimes. You know what I mean? So we'll get into it. That's it. That's all I can say. But thank you for being here. Share this live out. That would be great. The more people that it gets to, the better. And I appreciate you. Hey, Jaden, how are you? Thank you, thank you, thank you. What you say? Shared? Shared what? Share out the live. What do you mean? Shared what? What you mean, Jaden? I'm not following you. What do you mean? What do you mean? Thank you for coming in anyway. Share it out if you're able to. Give it a thumbs up, please. Everybody that comes in, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Hopefully, it is. I believe today is also Memorial Day. Today is my mother's birthday. So there's a lot going on for me. But I thought I'd come in and tap into how everybody else is dealing with loss in their life and in their family. Hey T, what's up, babes? How are you? How are you? How are you? What you up to, Tree? How you doing? What's been going on, girl? What's been going on? Happy Memorial Day. Happy birthday to my mom. R.I.P. Mom. I love you. It's her birthday today. I believe she would have been 81. So I'm super excited about it being my mom's birthday. It's also very sad for me, but I have learned over the years how to deal with loss and what works for me. So I got all great memories of her. I just wanted to come in and see what everybody else does in this type of circumstance. You know what I mean? See what we could come up with. Hey, Sky, how are you? Thank you so much for coming in. Sky, if you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe to me. I would love to have you around, and we can support each other if you want to. There's a video I pinned right there in the chat. If you can hit that video, it's like a minute long. Leave me a comment so I can find you and return the love. Thank you for coming in. My today's topic is, how is everybody dealing with loss that you've had? Even if it's a cat or a dog or a plant, I don't care what it is. It could be anything. How are you guys dealing with it? You know what I mean? The radio played your song twice. What song is that? Good, good, good. Could everybody please give me a thumbs up? I don't see any thumbs up. Can y'all please thumbs up the live? That would be great. That would be great. That would be great. Thank you so much. Tree, are you still here? Or are you not here? Oh, that's oh, okay, okay. Sky, thank you. Thank you so much for coming in. It's called Say It. I appreciate that. Is Tree, you still here? What you doing, girl? She might have just came in to say hey and gone. That's my friend in real life, y'all. She might have come and gone. That's how it goes, you know. Hopefully we can get some people in here to touch on this subject with me. That would be great. That would be great. Thank you so much. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it, you guys. I really do. I really do. Let me see what I got here. Let me share myself out. I have not shared this out. I'm going to share out my video. I'm going to put join me for a few minutes and see if we can get some folks in here today. Join me for a few minutes. Okay. How do I do with laws? I'm trying to think. Just give me a minute. Oh, it's easy for me. Okay, Tree. Thank you, honey. You know. Oh, Sky said she got to think about it. That means you haven't had much loss, that's a beautiful thing, Sky. I personally had a lot of loss in my life, but I thought I'd come out here and see what other people are doing. I know what I do to move forward. But I was seeing if people are struggling with it. How are y'all dealing with it? Are you okay? Do you just learn to move on? How is everybody else mentally processing the loss? Or do you just go to the graveside every year, cry, and then push forward? Let me know what y'all be doing. For me, it's all internal. It's all internal. You know what I mean? I just think of all the good memories. I think of the stuff that made me laugh with my parents. And, I just try not to go down that dark hole personally. Hi, Preston. How are you? Thank you for coming in, Preston. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're just in here talking about Happy Memorial Day for everybody. If you served our country, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And thank you for coming into my live. Thank you, thank you. Please hit the thumbs up. That would be great. I came in here to pick everybody's brain only because today I was a little bit in my feelings because it's my mom's birthday and it's been about a year and a half since she's been gone. So it made me raise the question of how everybody else is dealing with loss in their life. It could be your pet. It could be your parents. It could be a niece, a nephew, a cousin. I've lost all of the above. So I'm just trying to pick everybody's brain and see how they've been doing and how they're moving forward, and hopefully everybody's doing well with it. You know, President said, "What loss? Any loss at all. Today it just happened to come up for me because today's my mother's birthday and she's been gone about a year and a half. But it being her birthday, I've been thinking about all our good memories, everything we laughed at, all the drinks we had together. I just tap into I try to tap into what makes me happy, about our memories. I mean, of course I get my days, and then it being her birthday was a little tricky, but I got through it. Now I'm in here just seeing how everybody else has dealt with loss. I don't care if it's people cousins, relatives, parents, or the animal that you loved a lot. What I notice is a lot of people love their cat, dog, hamster, rat, whatever it is, just as much as people love human beings. So whatever the loss is, how do you deal with it? Do you just think about the fun times? Do you go to the grave and cry every single year, every birthday, every Christmas? Do you keep yourself, I like to call, prisoner to the grave? Do you keep yourself at that grave all the time, or do you just not think about it at all? Some people don't think about it at all. They just try to put it behind them and move forward. Yeah. Oh, okay. You lost your grandma. Yeah. Yeah, that's so sad. I'm sorry to hear that, Preston. Yeah, exactly. So sometimes people's grandmothers are just like their mother. Like I'm very close to my three granddaughters, so I know if anything ever happened to me, it would definitely affect them. The baby is only one, but the two, she wouldn't know anything. But my oldest one, that 12-year-old and that 6-year-old, it would affect their life as if it was their actual mother or father. You know what I'm saying? So I just find it interesting in all the different ways that people handle it. So I thought maybe just chopping it up a little bit about the different ways. Or do you just move on in life and try not to think about it, you know? Yeah, yeah, no. Well, you don't want to do that. I always think to stop that from happening, I always think about me and my mom or my dad, because my dad has passed too. I always think about our good times, and it stops me from going down the hole of sadness and depression and, all of that. So I always think about the good times. So I laugh to myself about the stuff me and my mom talked about. So that's what you have to do. You have to laugh at the stuff that you and your grandmother talked about. You know what I'm saying? Or the stuff that y'all did together. If you made cookies together, did a crossword puzzle together, you got to think about that stuff. That's how I personally get through it because I'm always thinking about her in a positive light, pulling up to my house in her little beater car that she had, pulling out her little bottle, saying, "Let's have a drink," eating my tomatoes and my little vegetable garden I had going on. That's the way I get through it. I laugh at the stuff that me and my mom laughed at together. You know what I mean? It really helps me. It really does. Yeah, 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 time definitely eases the pain. And I don't even know if time can get rid of it altogether. Because every time the birthday comes, or every time Mother's Day comes, or every time Christmas comes, it gets easier. You're able to deal with it a lot better, but it still will cross your mind. But it doesn't have me bending over crying every single holiday or anything like that. I'm just, actually, I get that from my mother. My mother was that type of person. She never, ever, ever stayed in a depressive state when she lost somebody. She just keeps that person in her heart, thinks about the good times, and that's what pushes her forward. I definitely got that from my mother. Definitely. Yeah, Tree. I'm telling I learned that from my mother, so I don't do it. I do not become prisoner to the grave. It keeps you very, very, very solemn, melancholy. It makes you cry every single time you go. And to me, that's just not a good feeling for me. She would not want me personally to do that. Now, people that find comfort with it, then I say go, do your thing. Because everybody's different. You know what I mean? I can't judge people that go to the grave. If that makes some people it feels good. You go to the grave, you clean it up, put new flowers, and it gives you peace, then I say go for it. Anything that's going to help is what you have to do. You know what I mean? I lost my baby brother. He was only 3 years old. I still think about him every day, but the only thing that makes me happy is watch his old videos. Exactly, Sky. Exactly. That's what I say too. Like I got videos in my phone of me and my mom. I used to have a lot of little parties at our house where we had people come over and stuff or eat dinner or Thanksgiving. She came to my house every year for Thanksgiving. I just look at all of that stuff or I pull up some old pictures and it makes me happy to think of the memories we had. Because truth be told, my mom was like 80 when she passed away. So she lived a full life. She was an amazing grandmother, amazing grandmother. That's where I learned my skills from. So I know she had a full life and now she's not in pain. So I try to just tap into the fun stuff and the stuff I love about her and try not to think about, everything that wasn't good, her dealing with her sickness and all of that, because she wouldn't want me to be doing that. I know my mom, she would not want me to be doing that. So, if that'll help somebody to tap into the good stuff instead of the bad stuff, then I am all for it. You know what I mean? Hey, Andrew, how are you? How are you? Just talking about how people deal with different levels of loss, whether it's a cat or dog, a family member, whatever. How does everybody deal with it? Do you go to the grave? Do you just think about the good memories and laugh and joke? That's what I try to do. I do not try to go into that dark hole. I try to just think of the good memories and, light a candle, whatever. I talk to my mom sometimes in the air because the spirit is still here. So I was just seeing, tapping into how everybody else deals with it, and hopefully they're not being sad all the time because you wouldn't want that. Basically, you don't want that. Hey, GA girl, thanks. Welcome back, boo. Welcome back. How are you? How are you? Thank you so much for becoming a member again. I seen that you were off, but I was like, everybody got stuff going on. I understood. Thank you so much, GA girl. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Yellow Drums. Little Rubies, hi. I have a t-shirt that was printed when my grandmother died. She was my favorite person. When I miss her, I wear that t-shirt or just hold on to it. That's what I'm talking about, Little Rubies. What we can share with each other to make sure people try to handle it in the best, healthiest way for them. You know what I mean? And my grandpa, so I had to go to the grave and I start to cry. Yeah, Andrew, that's why I do not go to the grave. My mother taught me that a very long time ago. My mother has lost her mother. She's lost numerous kids. She's lost numerous grandkids. My mother does not, besides the day we bury the person, she does not go back to the grave site. She says she doesn't want to live every few months crying and getting into a depressive state. So she passed that on to me. So I don't do that. Besides the day we bury the person, after that, it's just memories and in my heart. I cannot become a prisoner to the grave where I go there and I cry every single year, every holiday, which is like every 5 or 6 months. I don't choose to do that. The people that find comfort in it, though, that's okay. Please do whatever makes you comfortable. Little Ruby says she wears a shirt. That's a good idea, Little Rubies. I should have got something with my mom's picture, with my well, she passed before my 1 year old granddaughter was born, but with all three of my grandbabies and my mom. I need to get a shirt like that. That's a good idea. What I do is I just keep a lot of her memories in my heart. I got her picture. This is an old picture, but I have this picture of my mom, and I got a picture of my dad right here. I look at him every day. I talk to it every day. You know what I mean? So my mom never wanted anybody to be crying over her day after day and going to her graveside and crying, crying. She made it very clear to me about that, you know? Hey, Nathan Gerd, how are you? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Slim Jim. Thank you guys. The reason I started this conversation and how do you deal with loss is because today is my mother's birthday. Woo, 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 woo. But she hasn't even been gone 2 years, you guys. So that's what struck the conversation. My dad's been gone since 2013. But my mom is still kind of new. So when I woke up and I was thinking about her a lot, I was like, God, I got mom on my mind. Then I said, oh, it's her birthday. That's why. So then I grabbed her little picture. I started thinking about stuff we laughed and joked about. I was talking to her about with the picture, talking to her about some old jokes and some drinks that we had together, stuff like that. And it made me feel better. So now I am better. I know my mom lived a great, full life. She was an amazing grandmother, great grandmother, great great grandmother. She was the bomb. I learned from the best. So that's what I'm using to get through this day and every other day going forward. I learned it from the OG. You got to keep on pushing, okay? Hey, it's all hot air. How are you, sis? Thank you, little Rubies. Happy heavenly birthday to your mom. Thank you, little Ruby. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I lost my beautiful cousin. Yellow Drum said, I make music that really helps me and others. Yes, Yellow Drums. Music, because my mother loved music. She loved Al Green, Barry White. All of that stuff just makes me feel good, you know? That's very logical what your mom said about the graveyard. Yeah, she taught me that at a very early age, and she lived by it. Let me tell you, little Ruby, let me tell you, she lived by that motto. My mother, you would not find her at grave sites after we buried the person. It was not her thing at all, you know. Hi, Kaden Castle. Anybody new in here? My link I have to a video that's like a minute long. I pinned it right there in the chat. Do me a favor, leave me a comment, subscribe right there on that link so I can find you guys as well. And give me a thumbs up. Thank you. But if you leave me a comment on that video that I posted right there, I'll be more than happy to follow y'all back. Please become a part of my family. Subscribe, turn on the bell. Typically I'm having a good time over here. It's just today is my mother's birthday. She's been gone about a year and a half. So I decided I'd bring up the conversation. My mom's birthday is coming up next couple of weeks. Yay! Nathan Curd said, did you see my comment? Yep, I said hello to you, Nathan, when you came in. I sure did. I seen your comment. I said hello. Thank you, GA Girl, for becoming a member, coming back. Hi, Kaden Castle. Yes, Kaden. Well, that's what I was saying. For all the new people, I put a video right there that's a minute long. Please hit that video, hit subscribe, leave me a comment on there, though, so I can find you all's channel. All right? So leave me a genuine comment. I'll return the love later on after the live. And become a part of the family. Stay around. Come back. I'm always going live. I'm always uploading videos and stuff like that. So stick around. Oh, Kaden, your birthday is June 26th. Mine is June 24th. My birthday is coming up too. Cancer. Woo. Let me see. No, after you said hello, JustTheresa, Nathan, there was no other comments shown to me on here. Hey, Van Life with Gina. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. That's another one of my beautiful members. Hey, Gina. Thank you for popping in. Let me see, Nathan. I don't know. It seems like sometimes all the comments don't come up for some reason because I don't see any other comment. Andrew said I lost my cousin and grandpa. Okay. Oh, I read that one. Okay. Let me see. Van Life with Gina, how you been? Thank you. Yellow Drums put hearts. Thank you, Yellow Drum. I said I lost my grandpa a long time ago. I still wear the hoodie with mine and his name on it. That's exactly what oh, July 3rd. Nice. Nathan Carr, that's exactly what Little Ruby said. She said she has a shirt with her loved one on it. Let me see what she said. Oh, she has with her grandmother on it, and that helps her every year. I told her that I hadn't put a shirt with my mom and a shirt that I would love is my mom and my grandkids on it together. I'm gonna work on that shirt. I'm gonna get that shirt ordered. I see Nathan's comment. You do? I see it now. He just put it, Andrew. But earlier, I don't see anything. And it definitely didn't have that comment. That's why I think a lot of the times I'm not getting on my comments. I don't know why, though, because I only seen it when he put it down here again. Yeah, so Van Life with Gina, welcome in. Today's my mother's birthday. As you know, she's been gone for a year and a half, so it's still very new to me. That's why I woke up in my feelings a little bit, shook it off, did what my mother told me to do, which is think about good memories, all the laughs and all the drinks and all the food we had. So I was just asking people how do they deal with loss, even if it's not a person and it's your favorite dog or your favorite cat, or that's a big loss too. So little Ruby was saying she got a t-shirt. I think Nathan Curd said he has a t-shirt that with their face on it, which is great. I have a picture of my mom and dad sitting right here, and mostly for me it's just memories. I got videos if I need it, I got pictures if I need it, but me it's really just going off of my memories, to be quite honest. Hey, Mackenzie, how are you? Thank you for coming in, Mackenzie. Thank you. Uh-oh, Andrew, what happened to why your comment got removed? Yeah, exactly, Gina. That's how I get through it. My dad passed in 2013, so he's been gone for quite some time, and I was close to my dad too. I just think about all the fun we had. I got tons of pictures of him. He was at my wedding, which was big for me. I wanted my dad and my mom to be at my wedding. They were both there 10 and a half years ago. I'm so excited about that. I tell you, I wanted to get married before anything happened to my parents, and I did that. So I got all 600 of those pictures. Oh, just yesterday, Mackenzie, we were just talking about loss and how you deal with loss. I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you, Rags. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Rags. I just realized people are saying happy heavenly birthday to your mom, and I don't think I've ever really seen people saying that besides today. I posted on my Facebook, I posted here, I talked about it here. And I really like that saying. Happy heavenly birthday. I love that. For some reason it gives me a good feeling. So thank you, Rags, for saying happy heavenly birthday. I think you and my girlfriend Teresa said happy heavenly birthday. Thank you guys. I'm so sorry, Mackenzie. I was just saying how I deal with loss. I learned from my mom. I learned from the best. For me, I cannot become prisoner to the graveyard. Once we bury a person, I got it from my mom. She doesn't go back after that. It's all memories in her heart, things that make her laugh, things that uplift her. Going to a grave and crying every single holiday, every single birthday, every single Christmas is not going to make you feel good. It's going to get you into a deep depression. So I embodied that. I took her advice, and it's been years now that I don't go hovering around grave sites and things like that. Not because I don't love the person, but because I don't want to become depressed. So all you can do is keep your memories, get a t-shirt or candle or picture, whatever works for you, and just feel good about the time that you did have. I've had all types of loss in my family, all ages. So, this is what works for me. And they're saying what works for them in the chat. Oh, oh, I'm sorry, Mackenzie, because yours is so new. It was yesterday. I'm so sorry. Little Ruby says loss is a huge, sometimes overwhelming feeling. Yes, this is a great topic. Exactly, Little Rubies. And it's a sad topic in one way, but I wasn't really trying to make it a sad topic. I feel like it's a necessary topic. It's necessary to talk about it. We can't hide from loss. Loss can happen when you walk out the door. Loss could happen just being black in America. You know what I'm saying? Loss could happen in a car accident. So you have to mentally tell yourself how you're going to move forward no matter what loss that you have. Because the person you lost would not want you to be depressed. They don't want you to be crying for weeks and years and years and years. So you have to mentally find a way to get through it. And that's what I did for all the loss that I've had. I've learned it from my mama. Hey, Aiden, thank you. Thank you. How are you? Aiden Califlor, thank you for coming. Hi, James Guy. Thank you for the thumbs up, and thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. And if anybody in here does not have me, I have a link right there pinned in the chat. It's a 1-minute video. Do me a favor, hit that link, make sure you subscribe, and leave me a comment so I can return the love to you as well. Okay? Right on that video that's pinned in the chat. Thank you, you guys. Please give me a thumbs up. Let me see. Van Life is saying hi to everybody. GA Girl said, I am here listening. I'll catch the replay. I just lost my aunt to cancer. We buried her on Saturday. It's hard, but we are holding on. Exactly. In GA Girl, I am so sorry for your loss as well. Like I said, today is my mom's birthday. She died a year and a half ago, which is still new to me. So I definitely understand your loss, GA Girl. Hang in there, keep the memories, because it's just the body in the ground. Her spirit, my mom's spirit, is all in this house. My dad's spirit is all in this house. I talk to my mom on a daily basis. If I got something to say, I got her picture right there. I'd be like, Mom, you know what I did today? This and this and this and this, because I used to talk to her. So I just tap into all our good times, our memories, the things that made us laugh, the food we ate, the drinks we had, the dancing we did in my house back in Massachusetts, because I got my partying spirit back then from my mom too, you know. So thank you. Yes, definitely watch the replay, and just leave your comments even in the replay. I would love that. Oh no. Well, Aiden, I'm sorry for your loss as well. Everybody who had lost. GA Girl said they just buried her aunt on Saturday. It's hard, but they're holding on. Yes, GA Girl, I will keep you in my prayers. Yes, Gina, you have to move forward and go through the stages of grief. Yes, you do. Oh, thank you. Happy heavenly birthday to your mom. Thank you so much, GA. Thank you. Actually, I was at the graveyard to my friend's father yesterday. We planted flowers with the colors he loved. It is 10 years since he passed away. I still miss him. Exactly. That's what I was saying, Rags. For some people, going to the gravesite, I guess cleaning it off and putting flowers, taking away the old, putting the new, sitting at the grave, crying and talking to the person is very helpful. And I say, if that's helpful for you, please do whatever is going to get you through the grief. Me personally, it's all in my memories and in my heart. So I do my talking, my whatever I have to do in my house. And I think about my memories, stuff that makes me laugh about my mom and dad, stuff fun we had. I'm not really a person to go to the gravesite. But I have a big family. So there is people back in Massachusetts that will go to the grave, or whatever they got to do. But I tell you, whatever is going to help you guys get through your loss is what you have to do. Now, if you do something that doesn't make you feel good and it makes you cry all the time and it gets you depressed, don't do it. Stop doing those things because your loved one would not want you to sink into a deep, dark, black hole. You know what I mean? So try to stay uplifted, try to keep their memories fun and light, and think about the good times that's going to make you laugh, not about stuff that's going to make you depressed. Your loved ones do not want you to be depressed, okay? Aiden said he did give me something to remember him goodbye, and it was his bracket, and he gave me his hoodie. I wear his hoodie sometimes, but I do wear his bracelet every day, and he gave me a DVD showing our memory. Yes, that I love that type of stuff. Aiden, what I'm realizing, this is why I had this conversation. A lot of you in here said y'all have a piece of clothing that is helping you get through your rough times. That's the kind of stuff we need to do. Share the information on how you're getting through it. I love that all of you guys do that. That is an amazing tip for anybody who's losing people. So thank you for that. Little Ruby said, I know a mother who lost her 3 years old to choking. What helped her to cope and stay alive was to become an advocate for choking prevention. Now she educates families on how to prevent choking. Exactly, little rubies. It's funny that you say that. I'm a big believer in that. Like I lost nieces and nephews. I lost my little brother to violence. You know what I mean? I lost my nephew to violence. He was only 19. So I told his mother, listen, if you could get involved with street violence type of committees or, get out there and fight for take away guns or whatever is going to make you put his life on a pedestal and give you purpose, that is going to be an amazing way to get through your grief because you're going to be fighting the cause with your child in mind. Like it's going to be all about the take away gun violence for whoever your relative's name is. You know what I mean? I think that's so important. Throw yourself into the community. Do things that's going to be in honor of that person. You know, do stuff that person would have did. If that person likes to cook, then maybe go order. If you can't make it, go order whatever their favorite food is and say in your house, in happy memories. This is to you, grandma. This is to you, auntie. You remember when you used to like this? And you laugh and, get your favorite bottle of wine, have a drink of wine and cheers to the person that used to drink it with. Find ways to uplift yourself. So I love that everybody has items of clothing and things like that. Those are great tips, you guys. Yeah, it's crazy. I remember years and years and years ago, I lost my goddaughter to her mom had 3 kids. So she had a little brother and sister that were twins. And then she had my goddaughter, who was probably 9 at the time. They all burned in a fire. So, the way she had, it was very hard for everybody involved. But she found ways to like give back into, fire prevention and whatever people have to do to move forward. You just got to do whatever you have to do to move forward. Because when I tell you I've had a lot of loss in my life, I have. But I have their memory. Every single last person, I will never forget them. They will always be in my heart. So it's just a matter of how you can get through it in life. So I'm saying that to say I don't want anybody in here or watching the playback to fall into a deep, dark hole. Your loved one would not like that. Please light a candle, play music, have a drink or whatever your favorite drink is. Do anything you can do to not fall into a depressive hole, because that's not helping anybody. So get your tears out, go through the stages of grief, just like Van Life with Gina had mentioned as well. It's okay to go through the stages, but at some point you got to turn it around and do stuff in honor of that person. I pride myself on being a good grandmother. That's in honor of my mother. My mother is an amazing grandmother. She was an amazing grandmother. So I take a lot of pride in how I am with my grandkids. So you have to tap into whatever makes you feel good. You know what I mean? He did give me some good advice before he passed. He said I might be gone, but you'll always be remembered. And he told me, don't cry, it'll be okay. Exactly. My mother was the same way. There is nobody who has passed on that wants their family to be crying and depressed for years and years and years. Of course, in the beginning, we're going to do that. But after that, we got to get on that road, get on the good foot. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your kids remember the person you love. Make sure your grandkids remember the person you love. My mom was there for every single grandkid right up until the 6-year-old. She was so close with her. The only one she didn't meet because she's been passed on is the 1-year-old. But I'm going to make sure she knows all about Jada. I talk to that picture and I tell mom, guess what? I video called Jada today and she was running from me on the camera. Mom, guess what Jada did? I talked to her about her grandkids because she would have loved Jada. She loves her great grandkids. So just keep pushing forward. Talk to the person if you need to, but just don't get into the depressive, down, crying. Don't get into this whole hole for years and years and years. They're not going to want that. No parent, no grandparent, nobody's going to want that. Trust me. Hi, Max. How are you? Thank you for coming in, Max. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm Teresa. Please hit the link right there. I pinned it in the chat. Hit subscribe on my channel and leave me a comment on that 1-minute video. I want to be able to follow all the new people that's coming in here. I want to be able to follow y'all back. You know? Van Life with Gina, let me know if you want to come up, sis. If you want to come up and talk with me, give some more advice, whatever. Let me know. I'll drop the link. I would love to have you, little rubies, any one of y'all, anybody who got all these great things, we can share it. That's what this live is about. I'm trying to share my way of grieving, hoping that it will help other people. So I have my days once in a blue moon when I go, oh my, I wish you was here. And sometimes you feel like crying, but I always tap back into the good memories. That's what keeps me uplifted. That's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me in good spirits. Thank you all. Thank you so much. But yeah, but I'm glad everybody's coming in. Please give me a thumbs up. And if you're able to share this live out, please do so. Trying to get myself out there a little bit more. I got a few people that says I'm not putting myself out there enough. So I'm trying to put myself out there a little bit more. Share, everybody. So Max said, I lost my mom in a car accident, so I just jog outside instead of going to the grave. Jogging keeps me happy. Exactly, Max. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Please don't become a prisoner to the graveyard. My mother taught me that. I am so sorry for your loss, Max. I'm so sorry. I lost my mom a year and a half ago to breast cancer, so I understand. Trust me, I understand. But I do not go to that graveyard and cry every single holiday, sometimes there's holidays every 6 months. I cannot do it for me personally. Now, the people that do it and they go there cleaning it and they sit down and they talk and they have lunch there and it's soothing for them, then please go ahead and do it. But if you go there and you're just crying and it makes you miserable and it sucks your energy, then it doesn't make sense to go. Do stuff that's going to make you feel good. Max jogs because that makes Max feel good. I love that, Max. That's the type of thing I'm on. I do stuff that makes me feel good. I don't want to do things that make me feel bad. Little Ruby said, did you see the story where the lady lost her husband and kept texting him even though someone else had that number? Wow. Luckily for her, the other person was nice enough to keep the line open, even met her. That is an amazing story, Ruby. I did not hear that. Me too, Max. I got my picture right here. I said the same thing. I got my picture right here. And I got my dad's picture right next to it. I tell my mother all the time about her grandkids. I got a 12-year-old that she loves, a 6-year-old and a 1-year-old. I tell her all the time about it. I tell her if my husband get on my nerves, I'd be like, Ma, you know that Ken said blah 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 today. What do you think about that? Because I used to talk to her about that kind of stuff. And then I just laugh at myself and say in my mind what she would be saying back to me. You know what I mean? My mother loved a good little drink or a beer. She'd be like, "Oh, just give him a beer and send him on in the room. He'll be okay." You know. So those are the things that help me. I got good memories, honey, and that's what I tap into. The good memories. But no, I didn't hear that, Ruby. That is a cute story. Now, I do know people when they lost like a husband or a mother or father that they keep their phone so they could hear the voice message over and over. But it's not somebody else's phone. It's their, you know what I mean? They keep that phone line so that they can hear their parents' voice. So if in one girl I know before she cut the phone off, because you got to pay to keep it on, she played the message out loud on her own phone. So that way she would still have it. So I think that's amazing. I think if you have that, then you gotta go with that. I have my wedding, so I got pictures and videos of my mom and dad. Thank God. I got married 10 years ago and they were both there, and I thank God. Hi, Peyton Morier. How are you? Welcome in, Peyton. Welcome in. Thank you for everybody new coming in here to chat with me. I put a link right here. I pinned it in the chat. Please hit that link, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment. It's a 1-minute video. I want to be able to find all the new people that are coming here to me. I can't find y'all if you don't leave a comment on that link. Okay, so hit that link, subscribe to me, and then leave me a comment so I can find you. Thank you for coming in, Peyton. We're talking about loss, and I'm trying to give advice on better ways to deal with loss. I just don't think to after a few months or whatever, when you really get the grieving out of your system, you're trying to figure out ways to move forward. You have to tap into the good memories. That's what I think. That's what I think personally. I'm also a person who don't go to grave sites because it just makes me sad, makes me cry, makes me feel depressed. Those are not things that I do to move forward and keep my mom and my dad in my memory. I just keep them in my heart. I think about all the stuff we laughed about. I talk to their picture, which is right here. So if I got something to say, I say it. And I just think of all the fun we had and all the stuff we laughed about and joked about, and it uplifts me instead of making me sad. So you got to do the reverse. You don't want to be sad. Our parents, our grandparents, our cousins, our brother, sister, whoever has passed, your dog, your cat, they don't want you to be unhappy. They don't want you to live your life unhappy. So we got to find ways to remain happy and uplifting for our kids and our family that is still here on earth. Peyton said, okay, hold on. I lost my grandma and I want to go to grave, but something is telling me no, Peyton. So I read that. Okay, got it. Thank you for the thumbs up. If anybody didn't give me a thumbs up, please do. I would appreciate that. Thank you guys for coming in. And all the new people, I hope you went ahead and subscribed to me so we could be family because I really appreciate you guys coming in. You know what I mean? Dealing with this topic. It's not an easy topic, but all the things that I've been asking everybody, how do they deal with the loss they had in their life? And all these comments that been coming through, some people got clothes with their loved ones on the clothes, and that's how they go through it. Some people going to the grave, cleaning the grave, putting new flowers is helpful for them. So I just think all these little tips is gonna help somebody watching the playback or somebody in here today. So I think it's a necessary conversation. Yeah, I hear you, Peyton. I love going to the gym too, but I'm not as consistent as I need to be. But the thing that helps me deal with my mom, like I said, and my dad. We had so many good conversations that I just think about that stuff and it makes me laugh. It makes me feel good. You know what I mean? So that's the kind of stuff that I do. And anybody watching this playback, please make sure you tell me in the comments, what do you do to get past your loss? Now, has anybody in here lost an animal? A cat, a dog, anything, anybody lost a pet? Had different than losing a person for you? Let me know. I don't have any cats or dogs or anything like that. And I haven't had any for years and years. And when I did, they didn't die, they just got sold to somebody else. So I haven't personally experienced that, but I would love to know, how do y'all deal with that? Is it the same level of grief for you or is it different? I would love to hear that because people treat their pets like people. You know what I mean? So that I would like to know. Yeah. Yeah, no, Planet Fitness is good. No, it's good to be loving the gym. Trust me. What I'm saying is, for me, I go sometimes, as you can see in my vlogs that I do here on this channel. A lot of the times my vlog is at the gym, but I have to be motivated. I wish I was the type of person that could just every day say I'm going to the gym because I just love it. You know what I mean? Some people do that. I wish, I wish that that was me. For me, it comes in spurts, really. I lost a hamster and a dog. Oh no, Peyton. And how did you deal with that, Peyton? How did you deal with that? Was it the same as losing a person in your life, or did you feel different? Like it's okay, I'll just go bury him in the backyard and we move on. Like, how did you deal with that? Let me know. Let me know. Yellow is one of my favorite colors, and I use yellow a lot on my channel. That's why I have those pretty yellow flowers as the thumbnail. Hi, Sherry. When I lost my aunt 6 years ago, I started to cook her favorite meals, and that started to ease the pain. Exactly, Sherry. I just said that. I said, if you used to cook with your loved one, is there was a favorite drink y'all had together, food you had together, make those foods. Pull out that bottle of wine, do something that's going to make you feel good. And if going to the graveside makes you feel good, then please do so. For me, going to the gravesite, it just makes you cry, it makes you depressed. It's not something I choose to do. I'd rather just have my memories, laugh and joke, pull out a bottle of wine and say, Mom, this is for you. Talk to her picture right here. Whatever I have to do internally, all the good memories. Thank you so much for coming in saying that, Sherry. I just was saying, if food was something y'all did together, you should cook or whatever. I'm so sorry for your loss on your aunt, Sherry. I lost my mom about a year and a half ago. So trust me, I understand. And you'll never forget. That person will always be in your heart. But it's just a matter of how to move forward without being depressed every birthday, every Mother's Day, every holiday, that's the kind of stuff I'm trying to get people to see. Don't become a prisoner to depression and tears and crying. We have to find ways to celebrate these people on those days. So when it's Mother's Day, if you got a shirt, wear the shirt. If you got a picture, put a candle in front of the picture and her favorite flowers. Find a way to tap into uplift on the hard holidays instead of being depressed and sad. Flip the narrative. Flip the narrative. Flip the narrative. Flip the narrative. Hopefully that'll put that in your head. Hey, Alvin. Thank you for coming in. Peyton said, I felt different. I told my mom that my hamster and my dog died. She just told me to go bury the hamster and the dog in the backyard. I'm like, okay, see? I just said that. Do you just bury the animal? Or how deep is the feelings? It's clearly different when it's animals opposed to people, you know? Hi, Alvin. How are you today? Welcome in. Today I'm talking about loss because it's my mother's birthday, but she's been gone a year and a half. So I was just seeing how people are dealing with their loss, you know? Little Ruby said, I remember when we were growing up, our dog died. It was devastating. I'm not sure I dealt with it because I still can't have pets now for fear of losing them. Losing a pet, I think, is different. Okay, okay. So you do think it's different, Little Ruby. See, I've never lost a pet. And I haven't had pets in over 20 years. But, I do see how people treat their pets like humans. Some of them say, that's my son, that's my daughter, that's my child. So that pain's got to be hard. But do you think it's in comparison to losing a cousin or a brother, a sister, or what do you guys think? Kick it out and said, hey, and absolutely, okay. Having a pet is a choice, but oftentimes you don't have a chance to choose family members. That part. I think a chipmunk ran me that day. A chipmunk ran you that day. Okay, Peyton is the best. Not a chipmunk. Okay. I don't want no animals chasing me, okay? If you see some from my vlogs, the duck pond I walk past all the time, I was like ready to go. Like if these ducks chase me, I'm out. Everybody, please give me a thumbs up and share me out if you're able to. And if you're new here, click the link that I left right there in the chat. I pinned it. Click it. It's a 1-minute video. Subscribe to me and leave me a genuine comment so I can find you. Thank you guys for talking to this about me. And the stuff that you guys are saying is amazing. I love all the little tips and tricks that everybody does to get by. Sherry said she cooks. Some people wear the clothes of with their loved one's picture on it. I talk to my mom and dad right here on the mantle. I have their picture. I just go ahead and talk to them. It's all memories for me. I just think about the good memories. I don't think about when my mom was sick with the cancer. I'm not thinking about how that made her feel because that was a hard time for her. That is not a good memory. She would not want me thinking about that. She want me to think about our times we laughed and joked and ate and danced and drank and that I got so much to fill my life up with good memories of her that I'm okay. She's in a better place. She's resting. She's in God's arms. You know what I mean? He opened his arms for her. She's a beautiful spirit. Beautiful spirit. Okay? So thanks for all the tips and tricks. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the 15 thumbs up. Thank you so much. But yeah, so then after we talked about that for a while, even to the people in the playback, if you got this far, I know you're giving comment. I know you're going to leave comments on how you're dealing with loss in humans, but I also want to know how are you dealing with loss of animals that you love? Do you feel like it's just as hard, or do you feel like nah, put them in the backyard and I'm okay? Because I know some people that love their animals, honey, love their animals. You know what I mean? So that would be an interesting little dynamic I would like to know about because I never lost an animal personally, but the way I see people with their cats and dogs and things, I'm like, ooh, I hope nothing ever happens to that dog or nothing ever happens to that person. Because I've seen people bawling over their dogs and I think if I did have one, that would probably be me. I would think of in the moment I would cry, but after that I would think of the fun I had with my dog, just like I do with my mom and my dad. You gotta just keep it moving. You gotta keep yourself uplifted. Aiden said, I lost a dog. My dog is in an animal shelter. Oh, okay. Wait, Peyton said, yes, girl, a chipmunk ran me that day. You know how Florida is. Sometimes you be in the woods, you don't know what's going on. Some animals may pop up. Oh, yes, Peyton, they may pop up. I would have been fighting that thing. Come on, come on. Okay, Peyton, it would have been me and the chipmunk, honey. If somebody got to go, it's not going to be me. You know what I mean? Your dog is in a shelter. Oh, okay. So you didn't lose him by death. You put the dog in a shelter. Maybe you couldn't keep him or something like that. Well, what you can do in that case is just pray that it goes into a good home. When I do get another dog, because I do want a small dog, the kind that don't grow, um, I'm probably gonna get it from some kind of a shelter or something, rescue shelter, because a lot of dogs and a lot of them need a loving home, and they were either brought back because the person couldn't afford it anymore, or the funds weren't there, or they just didn't want the animal. Some because they have a problem. So maybe a rescue dog would be a good idea. You exactly, Aiden. Exactly. I would be yoking that thing up like, do not charge or chase me. Okay. Like I said in my vlog, when I was back home, a duck chased me, so I don't be trusting them ducks. I think that they're more aggressive than they act like. So I was running. I was like, get out of here! Get out of here! You should have seen me. It was like Tyson and Holyfield, honey. I would have bit that duck's ear if I could have. Do not come after me, because you will get your bell rung. Ding, ding, dong. Ding, da, ding, 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 dong. I would have rung that damn duck's bell. If I would have had to kick him across the parking lot, I would have. If it's a choice of me or you, ding, ding, dong. You're going to get your bell rung. Because I was in an apartment building and they said, y'all got to go. The chipmunk kept following me. He thought I was a nut. Oh Lord, not a nut. Oh my gosh. See, I don't like stuff like that. I get real creeped out real quick. I will ring your bell if I think you're gonna do something to me. Ding ding dong. Ding 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 dong. Y'all might not know that song. It might be a little bit past your age. I'm telling my age right now. Okay. Let me see. Lady Gaga offered about $500,000 for the return of her dogs when they were stolen. People love their animals. They sure do, little rubies. They sure do. And I sure wish I would have found that damn dog. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I would have found that dog. Because I could use $500,000 right now. But that tells you exactly how important that is, how important animals are to people. That's exactly proving my point. Do they treat the loss of an animal the same as the loss of a loved one? I think so. I think people really do. I think they do. You know? I said what Peyton said. I said, what do you want? The chipmunk kept following me. I was like, oh hell no. I ran in my house and shut the door. Exactly. Leave that thing outside. And if he chipmunk would have jumped on your leg, you kick that thing across the parking lot. Ring his bell. But don't let him eat you up. I ain't letting no animal eat me up, I'm telling you. So hopefully all animals are just nice and sweet. You know what I'm saying? Because, honey, my fear of them doing something to me is greater than my sensibility. Okay? So I might not be thinking straight. Okay? Mm-mm. That's crazy. Oh, my Lord. Thank you guys for talking to me for an hour. It's been an hour. My plan was to just come on for an hour, and we have reached an hour. I'm so glad that you guys interacted with me for this. Mm-mm-mm. Something did follow me in the house. Oh, Lord. Mm-mm. Yes, cool, Alvin. Yeah, I got a lot of great feedback. I love all the tips that people gave on how they're dealing with loss in their life. That is very important so that people watching the playback will actually get something out of the live, which is what I wanted. So I'm glad for all the I'm glad for all the feedback that I got. And thank you guys all for saying happy birthday. Today is my mom's birthday. So thank you all for saying happy birthday to my mom. She's been gone almost 2 years, not quite, but I still celebrate her. She loved to have a good little drink, so I'm going to make a drink when I leave here. Going to pull up her picture, turn on the music, and sing happy birthday to her. Happy birthday, mommy. Okay? I'm going to celebrate my mom's birthday. I'm going to celebrate her. She deserves that. And trust me when I tell you, my mom wouldn't want me sitting around crying today. She would be so mad at me. So I'm going to celebrate my mom's 81st birthday. Instead of wallowing in it and being sad, I'm going to celebrate her. I'm going to make a drink. We're going to cheers. I'm going to put her picture on the counter. We're going to turn on the music, laugh, joke, dance, whatever. I'm going to do it right with her picture. Celebration day. It's celebration day. A mouse followed me in the house. I threw that rat out my window. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. Out the window too. See, yeah, I can't do mice and rats and all that. Nah. Definitely can't do that. Nope. They got to go. Ring the bell. I would definitely be kicking and screaming like a maniac, okay? Kicking and screaming. And I swear I would try to kick a rat clear across the room if one ever came near me, honey. No, we don't play that old gross animal. No, sir. you know? So hopefully you guys, when the holidays come, that make you think about your parents. So whether it's Mother's Day, a birthday, Christmas, New Year, whatever it is, please do me a favor. If you don't get anything else from this conversation, please celebrate that person's life. Instead of mourning and crying and keep crying year after year after year their death, that is not what they want for you. Celebrate their life. So do something in celebration of that person. Make their time on this earth really mean something to you by a celebration. Thanksgiving is coming up. Christmas is coming up. Let's celebrate. Make a dish that your favorite loved one would have liked. And cheers to that person. You could even set up a place setting if you want. But all good memories, uplift yourself, uplift them, celebrate them, okay? That's what they would want. They would definitely want to be celebrated, okay? So we gotta make sure we do that. We got to make sure we do that. Peyton said, I love lizards. Oh, no. Nope, not me. I can't do it. I can't do it. Listen, my 12-year-old granddaughter has a hamster. I can't even go near that thing. Even if I was in Massachusetts, I'd be like, no, keep it over there. Keep it over there. And she lets it crawl all over her. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know how people do it, y'all. I really don't. But that's why I stay over here, mind my business. you know? No, sirree. What is this? Okay, I'm trying to see what this is. Oh, okay. This is a gold. It's a sleeve. It goes over your sleeve. So if you painting or something, you can put this on. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that, y'all. That's a sleeve cover. That's hilarious. Oh, no spiders. I can't do it. No spiders either. No. No spiders. None of the above. All right, you guys, like I said, if you don't take nothing else from this conversation, please try to celebrate your loved one instead of staying depressed and staying down and, mourning them, and celebrate their life. That's what they would want. They want to be celebrated, okay? So hopefully you all got a little something from it. Please share me out. Subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to be family with you. Thank you guys for kicking it with me for one whole hour. Mwah, 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 mwah. I appreciate y'all so much. Please stick around. Have the bell on for me. I got videos coming up. I got more lives. And I would love to have you all come back again. Let's keep on beating up. Let's keep on keeping on. Yes, yes, that is exactly what it is. A disposable over the sleeve. So when you're painting or you're doing crafts or whatever, you can cover your arm so it don't get on your clothes or whatever. You know what I mean? I just thought it was really cool. I happen to have it sitting right here. I just did a video. I just recorded a brand new Dollar Tree haul, which everybody knows. If you know me, I do a lot of Dollar Tree hauls because I give a lot away. You know what I mean? I'm a person who gives back. So I always show people the stuff that I buy. And so that was one of the things that I got for myself. I just thought it was cute. Yeah, I be trying to do crafts. I might need a sleeve every now and then. I might need a good old sleeve, okay? I don't know if I ever need a sleeve, but you never know, you know? Thank you, Peyton. Thank you, Andrew, for kicking it. Thank you, Alvin and little Rubies for being here with me. It kind of looks like an arm. Yes, exactly what it is. It covers your arm. It's an arm cover. Thank you so much. Let me see who else came in. Max Reagan, Little Rubies, Aiden, Van Life with Gina. Thank you all. Ragnarhold Hammer. Thank you for coming in. James Guide came in for a second. Say hi. Mackenzie's having a hard time. I hope everything gets better, Mackenzie. Nathan Gerd came in and kicked it for a little while. Thank you all for coming in and chilling and talking to me, especially on my mother's birthday. I'm doing everything I can to stay upbeat and lighthearted about it and having a good day. So talking to you guys also helped. So thank you. Thank you for kicking it with me. Listening to old crazy Peyton stories with the squirrel and the nut and all of that. All of that helps you feel better. And that's what you have to do when you have a loved one's birthday coming up or a holiday coming up. Tap into something that makes you laugh, makes you feel good, celebrate, you know? Thank you, Alvin. Thank you so much. All right, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys out of here. It's already been an hour and 5 minutes. I hope you have a great Memorial Day, cookout, whatever you guys are planning on doing. I don't know what everybody's doing. I'm having chicken Alfredo today, homemade. Hubby is making, he made it last night. We're having that today. Sometimes we cook 2 meals so we ain't got to cook the next day. You know what I mean? So thank you guys so much. And I will see you all later. And if you didn't share me yet, please do. And thank you for the 16 thumbs up. I appreciate you guys a lot. All right. Bye. Smooches. See you later, alligator.